It's just nice to be able to visualize what's going off and when.
We interrupt this program to bring you this important message. Welcome to Marketing Interruption, a daily podcast powered by BlueTuskr that interrupts your day with marketing news, tips and strategies from an entrepreneur who lives and breathes marketing. Now, let the interruption begin with your host, Andrew Maff.
Hello and welcome to episode number 83 of the Marketing Interruption podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Maffone, and today I am talking to you about reviewing your marketing calendar. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you just realized that I forgot which one I was doing. So I have my notes here with me. So I'm a very visual person. I learn with my eyes. I don't really learn that much by reading. I'll be honest, I do read books, but I'll probably knock like one out a month maybe. So I prefer more visual stuff. And so that's kind of why I incorporate different marketing calendars. And so there's a few different ways that you can do this. So HubSpot has one, pretty obvious. So even if you're scheduling emails or blog posts or social media or anything like that, they actually already have one that's filled out. So you can find a calendar in HubSpot and we'll give you all that information for you. If not, I actually think, I'm not sure, but if you get the marketing starter at HubSpot, which is like, I think $50 a month at that, I think you get that benefit of being able to just leverage that calendar. I love it just because you can actually see what's going off when. I'll typically take screenshots of it or export it if I can and save it so that next year I know what went live and when. What's the other one? SEMrush or SEMrush, however the hell they pronounce themselves there. They have one as well where you can actually just map this out, or you just use a Google Calendar, which honestly is my preferred way of doing it because then I can share it with different people. But what I'm talking about is basically creating a calendar where you have an event that you create, where it's a social post or it's a social ad or it's an email campaign or anything like that, where you can actually see when it goes live. During Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I try to take all of our sellers' anxiety away from them. So I cover my battleground as much as I possibly can. So one of the things I actually do is, and it's tedious and it's obnoxious, and you may not want to do this, but tell your marketing person to do it, is you create a calendar. You set an event for when things are going live, at what time, and I always set an alert so that I get a ping on my phone or on my computer about 10 minutes before a social post goes live or before an email goes live or anything like that, so that the second it's supposed to go live, I can refresh and make sure it actually went live. I'm a little tedious like that. I like to just make sure that I don't hit any issues and someone didn't hit a wrong button and something didn't go live when it was supposed to. So it's kind of like my second pair of eyes on things. It's not me specifically, but whoever is running the account of that client, they'll do it. So marketing calendar is a great thing to create. I'll usually even take, like, if I'm running a certain social ad during a certain period, you'll make that calendar date like longer so that you can actually see like the entire time frame that it's running. I'll even sometimes put links into the event of like what creative is running and how much the budget was and things like that, especially because if you can export that calendar, it's going to give you a lot more insight next year when you go to do this again. But another thing to kind of keep it visual, and it kind of comes into your marketing calendar a little bit, is using something like Funnelytics. So Funnelytics, I've been using for years. And I love it. It's great because I can visualize everything, let alone the fact that I can track everything is a completely different podcast. But just the visual aspect of it alone, I love, where you can essentially drag and drop, website pages or emails or social ads or whatever it is the hell you're running. And then you can draw an arrow to each of them or whatever you need to do. And what I actually will map out there is the entire campaign of just what's happening. So it'll essentially be like day one, we'll do this, which will then trigger this, which will go this way and hit on day two, which will hit to day three. And you can actually just map out the entire thing. So you can actually visualize it. So for me, it's great for the sellers that we work with because I can actually just show them in like a painted picture of what's running. If you are in-house and you're running a marketing department, it's a great thing to show to your CEO. It's just nice to be able to visualize what's going off and when, because then you can go, okay, today's the 28th And based on this, okay, this email should be going off at this time. And then hopefully your marketing person is refreshing that to make sure that it actually does in fact go live. I know it's tedious. I know it basically is me telling you that I have no trust in the software that we're using. It's not true. I like to double check stuff. But map all that stuff out, and then if you can't export it, just screenshot it and save it for next year. Get a folder and just put that spreadsheet we talked about earlier this week and the calendar, put it all into one place, put everything you can into one place, so next year you can really review what you did for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That is all I had for today. Quick and easy one. Again, if you have any questions, you need any help during this time, shoot me an email. I'm literally just an open book right now. It's my favorite time to just help, just because I have fun doing it. I don't know why something's wrong with me. But that was it. So shoot me an email, marketinginterruption@BlueTuskr.com, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us for today's Marketing Interruption. Make sure to rate, review and subscribe to the show. And don't forget to email marketinginterruption@BlueTuskr.com with any marketing questions you'd like to have answered on the show. And head over to marketinginterruption.bluetuskr.com to catch up on past episodes. Until next time, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.